Wow, breaking news here for Veve and the Veve mobile app, especially the one in the Apple App Store. Here, as a court rules against a specific rule that was very, very difficult for Veve over the past couple of years. Hey everyone, it's the Patient Hodler coming here with another Veve update video, and in this one we're going to talk about why these massive news could really change the game for Veve and the Veve app. So listen to this, check this out. The Apple's 30% cut is dead. It's a big win for crypto apps, and see here, that means no more 30% Apple tax on in-app purchases, and that is exactly what the Veve app had a bit of struggle with, because if you want to be on the App Store until this time, you had to have all transactions routed through and comply with the Apple App Store, and that also meant that Apple then would charge a fee on all of these transactions, and if you would not comply, your app would be basically delisted, meaning that every transaction in the Veve app would have been charged with 30%, which happened, or if they wouldn't comply with that, they would not be available on the App Store anymore, which also would be extremely damaging for the business. So maybe we can quickly recap why this is so important, because in the last couple of years, we had most of the users purchasing gems, and I think until today, most of the users are purchasing gems through the mobile app, where then only on every dollar 70 cents is reaching Veve, which they have to then balance out by in-app market fees and by cash out fees to be able to stay alive, because otherwise you can do the math for yourself. If you always give the equivalent of a gem worth being $1 to the user, but you only receive 70 cents, and then you still have to give fees to the licensors of the transactions and so on, and have business costs, then you have a big problem, right? So this problem is going now away, as we see here. A US federal appeals court has ruled that Apple can no longer block developers from linking to external payment systems. This decision applies to all apps from Apple's platform, which means that Veve can now route these payments directly through their site and receive a one of one. So $1 equal $1 that comes in there. So for years, Apple has required apps in its ecosystem to use its own payment system, taking 30% cut on everything from digital subscription to in-game purchases. This policy also limited the ability for crypto apps to let users buy NFTs or tokens directly, which could also show us that maybe in the future the integration of economy in purchases could be happening directly on the mobile app. But this remains to be seen. Also depends on the regulation, what's coming out. But that's over now here. So apps can finally link to outside checkout pages without restrictions and without giving Apple a dime. This decision doesn't just level the playing field, it reshapes it for crypto apps, especially those selling NFTs or offering tokenized services. Apple's old rules were a major roadblock. Developers either avoided the App Store altogether or passed on the 30% fee to their users, inflating prices and killing user experience. Exactly what happened to Veve over time. It was basically at some point influencing market activity so heavily, and the value of in-app market, as it forced them to put on all these fees, that could be reverted right now, right? So we see that here, Northern District California Court has ruled on the Epic versus Apple anti-steering injunction contempt of court proceeding. So that happened. And now apps like Coinbase Wallet, Magic Eden, or even smaller Web3 games can enable direct sales of NFTs and other digital assets through external websites. That means no more backdoor workarounds or waiting on platform approvals. For example, NFT marketplace Magic Eden is taken here as an example. Previously had to strip core features from its iOS app to comply with Apple's rules, with the ruling, it could restore full functionality and sell the assets directly, instantly improving monetization and UX. And I think that is massive for Veve. Let me know in the comments below if you think that's massive for Veve, or if I'm here basically jumping on a nothing burger. That also, then please with arguments, let me know. Also, if you want more Veve updates more frequently, maybe even in nature again, then make sure to smash up the like button here, subscribe to the channel, consider sponsoring this channel or supporting this channel by subscribing to the Rare Hodler tier, and more news coming soon wherever you are on the world. Have a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. Don't miss out on the drop stream that's coming tomorrow, and I see you in the next one. Drop stream, Crypto Morning Coffee, shorts and videos. Bye.